Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Dave, Gamers World resident magic expert. I'm here to bring you another booster box opening. Not quite a booster box, slightly different this time, and maybe the holy grail of standard boxes in the collector's booster box. This is still a fairly young product to Magic's history. This is a Strixhaven collector's booster, and I've kind of liked what they've done with the idea of collector boosters. I've talked about this on the set booster review where they've kind of tiered the packs, and there's different meanings to different types of packs. And this is what I'd call the high roller, the Ferrari of standard cards, if you will. And I don't think I've ever opened a full box by myself. Kind of excited. Of course, this set has the alternate art Japanese cards that you can get in Japanese normal boxes, but you can only get in English collector boosters. And you're guaranteed at least one foil, which I love, because some of the faults I think with the older collector booster boxes are that you can't get some of the cards you really want in them. It's still kind of a lotto. They are in the set, but they're like only 50% chance, or especially the foils. But in this, you're guaranteed a Japanese foil. One of the last couple cards has to be a Japanese foil card. So let's see which ones we open. Will we hit the Demonic Tutor? Will we hit the channels of the world, or will we just be left with some uncommons? We don't know. Let's dig straight in. So these price range, just to let everyone know, for an individual pack, we have them up on our website, gamersworld.ie, for $24.95 currently, and a full box for $275. You might have seen me, if you've ever come to draft or play at Gamers World, every now and again, if it's a bit of a uneventful evening, grabbing one of these packs and buying them, just flushing my wages down the toilet, as I'm sure my boss would love to hear. Ooh, 12 packs, so if you're used to a bigger kind of booster box, only 12 packs in this, but every pack is absolutely loaded with goodies. Let's jump straight in. We get our normal couple commons and uncommons, but that's not really what we're here for. If there's any notable ones, I mention them, but I think very few actual notable commons and uncommons in the set. And our first rare, the Command, Silver Quill Command. Liking this card for standard at the moment. We always get a Commander card, and this time around, sometimes that's been a bummer. For stuff like Teros, I don't think that was fun, because the Commander decks in Teros, while being fine and good products, the average power level was kind of low. They went with the more kind of normal, everyday, you can just pick up and go Commander decks for those sets, the 15, 16 euro decks. But for this set, for Strixhaven, they've gone back to the Ikoria style decks, which are a bit more expensive, but a bit more powerful. You won't have to add as many cards to play them straight out of the box at a decent power level. At something like our FNMs, where we used to run, before pre-COVID, we used to run Commander, you know, you could have probably bought one of the Ikoria decks and played it straight out of the box to a decent result. So you're going to get an, on average, more powerful card, I think, in this slot than you did before, which is kind of nice. That makes it nicer for the collector boosters. Body of Research, Big Pig, just make yourself like a 2020. Open this guy in the set box, I think, as well. One of my favorite cards is set, and beautiful extended art. When I was a young player, I used to have to pay an artist to do this, but now Wizards, of course, doing it. We got our first Japanese alt art, and while I've called myself the expert of Gamers World, you're going to see me completely stump myself at these. There's just so many of them. I haven't learned all the arts off, and I haven't, as I said, opened any of these. So why would I know them? I think this one's negate though. It isn't memory lapse, and it isn't strategic planning, so it looks like it's negate to me. Please, in the comments, go easy on me, for the love of God. Please, if I'm getting these monstrously wrong. Give me some of your I told you so's, but, you know, leave me in peace. Brainstorm, love this art. It's at rare in the Mythic Archive. This is normal Mythic Archive, the global one they're calling it, the ones that are in English. Brainstorm, of course, a great card. And our first foil Japanese alt art. This time it's uncommon. There's always an uncommon slot and a rare Mythic slot underneath this. This is Claim the Firstborn. That he's going to steal that baby. Usually I would preach foil safety and foil sleeve your cards straight away, but I don't want to. There's so many foils in these packs. I don't want to waste your time. So we're not going to do that for this video. Ooh, another foil after it. Double face foil. Dean time. One of the less impressive Deans, I think. Don't think this is going to see much impact outside a decent card in limited. Get our foil rares here. I'm going to line up those foil Japanese cards for everyone to see. And we don't need to see the tokens that much. Let's actually get these front and center. We don't need to see, as much as the art on these cards are beautiful. Let's get the Japanese foils front and center, because let's face it, I think that's what everyone's here to see. We're here to see Dave crack a demonic tutor. This guy's been a bit weird. I don't really know what he's doing. If you have some cool combos with him, tell me, please. Leave that in the comments. And Zaffi Thunder Conductor. So this is one of the actual, this is the Prismari commander you get with the commander deck. And he's kind of weird in that his name, as you can see, is Zaffi Thunder Conductor, right? But when he refers to himself in the card, he's Thunder Collector. Really weird kind of quality control thing they missed. And they've done that historically a couple times in like the last 5 to 6 years. Very notably, Hostage Taker had to be errated straight away because he comboed with himself. You have to remove himself from the game and blink back in. This obviously doesn't matter. It's just cosmetic. But it's just weird that I got the print like that. It's a nice oddity, you know. Double Major. Bit of a commander card. I think there's cards doing this kind of effect a little better though. And the beautiful Opt. It's hard to point out in the videos. You guys might be able to see this. But this is an etched foil. You can see it around the text box. There's a different kind of foiling that Wizards have been messing with since Commander Legends. And I think it is to counteract the bending in normal foils, especially for tournament play. It's really pretty. I don't know if it's coming across on the camera well, but I think it adds a little flair to the card. And also for people who just don't want this like big in your face foiling, want a little upgrade on their card. I think it's very nice. Counterspell, stop. Ooh, strategic planning. Pretty sure this is strategic planning. Again, just absolutely roast me in the comments if it isn't, if this is just some kind of other card that's a lot better. Strategic Planning sees play in Pioneer and Phoenix. Not unhappy to be opening it, but that is the second uncommon foil we've got. And Radiant Spellwielder. This card's decent. I think this card could see some play in certain constructed formats. I think that's a little hard to say because of the power level of Throne of Eldraine. That you're going to look at some of these cards and go, well, that's not as good as a Bone Crusher Giant. And you're right, it isn't. But everyone's reign comes to an end. Bone Crusher Giant can't be around forever. And I think it is a decent power level card, while not being, Throne of Eldraine, one of the most broken sets we've had in years. Pestilence Cauldron. These. Thane the Broker. It's a really nice art, actually. I haven't seen this guy yet. He reminds me a little bit of Dean Ambrose. Maybe he's doing it a bit better than Dean Ambrose. Silver Quill Silencer, seeing a little bit of play in different formats at the moment. I'm not super high on him, but decent card. Snakeskin Veil. I can nail this one because there's lots of snakes in the art, and it's 1 green mana. I'm big brain like that, and etching on it again, it's a little hard to make out. Stone Rain. Modern playable. Hit this off with Bloodbraid Elf at the moment, and I think there's a lot of modern players going to be interested in this Stone Rain. Claim the Firstborn. Wow, okay, this is a big hit. I think this is, I know the Japanese version's worth a lot, but I still think the foil Mythic is worth a lot as well, or Mythic Archive version. Tainted Pack, huge combo card. Yeah, it's a bit of a confusing card, and maybe you can't think of a like intuitive way to use it. But huge combo card in some formats, and really nice foil here. That's pretty cool. That was a pretty cool pack. Sedgewitch seeing a lot of standard play. I think I'd pick up these while they're cheap, if, in my humble opinion, if I were you. Listener out there, if you play standard. Creative Technique. Bibliotech. which I think is going to see some play. Obviously, some jokes coming out when it was first printed that it's not quite Library of Alexandria, or Library isn't good enough. But especially if you're in a kind of more budget-friendly EDH kind of environment, I think this card's going to do fine. Strategic Planning. Ooh, this one isn't going to get me. I know this one. This one is good old Frozen Grip. What other 3-mana card is making a katana melt at instant speed, you know? That's a nice one. Another Snakeskin Veil, but this time in foil. And a foil Electrolyze. Ooh. I think there's not a lot of the cards that I prefer the English art to the Japanese art, but I think I prefer the Electrolyze in foil. Making our way through the packs, almost halfway. That painted pack was a nice hit. I haven't checked the price on it yet, but I think it's pretty good. Nothing else that spectacular yet. I think if you guys take a second, just a brief second, to jam that like and subscribe button, give me your energy, that we can open ourselves some demonic tutors. What do you think? Just I gotta feel it, and I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I'm pretty sure I've run that by the scientists. Exactly how it works. Ooh, Dirt Bear. Ruak. I can't pronounce his name well. Making all the vanilla bears great. Insider reference, it's really funny because the term kind of vanilla refers to grizzly bear, 2-mana 2/2, so a creature with no abilities. And this guy is a bear that makes bears, vanilla bears, more powerful. And that's a deep cut for like a casual card. Like imagine someone trying to explain that to someone that's brand new to Magic. Like, what do you mean a bear does nothing? Well, this guy helps guys that do nothing, right? Student's Advocate. Owlboy is pretty decent. I'm pretty sure this is Trill Possibility. I don't know what a giant cat has to do with trills or possibilities, but there he is. Ooh, Harmonize. Foil Divine Gambit. Wow, Foil Professor Onyx. That's a nice hit. Foil Extended Art Onyx. This card's already seen some decent play in Standard, and I think will for a while, especially with the Sultai Ultimatum. That's a nice hit. Can't complain too much about how this box is going, not gonna lie. The Demigod Titan. Kind of meh. Not too high in this guy. I'm gonna keep actually. So yeah, and up here with the promos. She deserves to be up here with the promos. You know? I think people like this card a lot. The Flame Painter. I'm not sure how good it is, but it looks like an awful lot of fun. Defiant Strike Etched. Day of Judgment. What? Same box? How can I get 2 Claim the Firstborn foils in the same box? That's a weird one, but I got a glimpse of the next card. Double foil Japanese pack, so I can't really complain. Ooh, foil Swords to Plowshares. I'm pretty sure that's foil Swords to Plowshares. I'm pretty sure that's Swords to Plowshares, but that's amazing. Two foil Japanese promos, no matter what they are in one box, is so cool. But Swords to Plowshares, one of my favorite cards. I've certainly told a lot of people the story before. So sorry if you've heard me rambling in the store about it. But I think Swords is one of the best, most flavorful Magic cards of all time. Not in power level, but the concept of a farmer, you know, retiring, turning his sword into his plowshares, his shares in the plow is fantastic. And you gain resources off of that because he's a farmer now, but he's no longer fighting. It's just such a cool, I think it's such a vibrant concept in Magic, and I think design like that is very cool. Foil Cody's nice. I think Cody's a really cool card. Disciplined Enforcer. I haven't seen this guy actually yet. I'm hoping these kind of hate bear-esque cards have been leaking from Commander sets into stuff like Legacy. Like Legacy cards, Commander cards are really starting to dominate Legacy recently, and it's kind of tickles me. Second Cody. Why not? I think that's Revitalize or Gifts of the Estate. And if it's neither, please make fun of me, because that's pretty silly that I have 2 guesses and couldn't be right. Teferi's Protection, Etch, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Not quite sure how good it is, but I know the Teferi's Protection is one of the more expensive cards in the set at alternate art, and this card was obviously 50-60 euro when it was just in Commander. available to one Commander product. It's going down a little, but this is still an all-star in the format, and really nice alt art and etching to it. Whirlwind and Nile, the normal, the global version. Really nice art to that as well, actually. And Fervent Mastery. Ooh. Okay, I was a little wrong here. I thought one of the... In fact, I read on their website recently, I thought one of the cards had to be the Japanese art in the last two cards. Live and learn, live and learn. Obviously going to ask for a complete refund off Wizards of the Coast. No way I could be wrong about something. I'm the expert here. No way I could be wrong. Okay. Prismari command. I've probably underestimated the commands a little in this set. Even though I was never low on them, you heard me in the other video saying they're probably not going to have as much as an effect as some of the older commands. And I think Prismari's seen playing multiple formats already, making a fool out of me. Snarl, the green-blue Snarl, one of the better ones. Ooh. This one might get me. Cultivate? Maybe Cultivate. Don't laugh too hard. Don't laugh too hard in those comments. Also, you're only allowed to make fun of me if you knew the card the first second you saw it. No one can Google and make fun of me. That's not how this works. Pewdify with a beautiful art as well. Etched. Oh, this one might also get me. So it's foil uncommon, 1 green. It's not snake skin, because I'm pretty sure that's the other one. Now this might be snakeskin veil, because there's snakes in this one. What's the other one? How can 2 Japanese cards have multiple snakes? They can't both be snakeskin veil. Oh, you get me again. You get me again, YouTube viewers. All right. That's a big hit. Natural Order foil. This is €80-90 card. This is huge. 2 foil Japanese alts in this pack, and one of the most expensive cards. Also, I love the absurdist kind of art here. Absolutely beautiful. Huge still in Legacy and for Cube. This is my day. This is my day. Maybe I tell my boss I opened a different box. Who knows? You guys keep it between me and you. You guys keep it between me and you, okay? If anyone asks, I opened more snakeskin veils. A third art to snakeskin veil. Oh, this card's going to, I think, be really important for stuff like EDH. Also, the card that kind of started the rumor that Eldrazi... Rumor makes it sound like there was solid information, but this looks like an Eldrazi. So people thought like Ulamog would be on this plane. I think it's not ended up to be the case. The Dean Ambrose reference, an actual wrestler just referenced in a Magic set, and I don't think that can be a coincidence. I wonder who snuck that joke in. Ooh, Approach. Approach is the Second Son. That's really nice art for it. I actually hadn't seen the art for this yet. Foil Opt. Callous Blood Mage. I've noted on a couple of the black cards, especially extended art black cards. For some reason, the black is very dark, very deep. And I'm not sure why that is. I don't think it's like a misprint. I think multiple cards. I like that in this set. I don't think that's like a mistake. Foiling just does seem to make some colors deeper. It does the same with purple. You can look in this flunk, both the purple and the black are so like dark in this. Basic Conjuring. Snarl. The Covenant. Experimental Growth, or Exponential Growth even. One of my favorite cards in the limited format, and I think very underrated in limited currently. Normal Cultivate. Oh, look at this art. Look at that cat having a storm in its brain. And I'll give you guys one guess what this art is. Of course, this is Lightning Bolt. No, this is, of course, Brainstorm. And, 2 really good arts for Brainstorm in this set. I don't know which one I like better, to be very honest. Ooh, Foil Duress. Be still my beating heart. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Get that in the pile. And a Foil Inquisition. This box is nuts. I like the theme they're doing there. Which one's better? That's the Inquisition. But that is absolutely crazy. What a pack. Man, when I say these are fun to open, I really mean these are fun to open. Harness Infinity. I think this is going to be a sleeper in the set for Mythic that goes up most in value. This card is, I can't say how this card isn't good in the average EDH game. It's a very unique effect, and I think you're going to be looking through your junk piles in a couple of years when your friend goes, you know that the Harness Infinity is like a tenner? What? I got like 10 of them for finishing last in my draft. What is this? Oh, you might have got me again, YouTube. Nope. Like I thought it was a Grape Shot with the art, but Primal Command's nice. Mythic Slot. Another art for Snakeskin Veil. One of them is obviously not Snakeskin Veil, but you know, I'll never find out. Is that Counterspell? The foil Counterspell in Japanese? Man, this box is nuts. What a card. What a card. Very funny for those of you playing Historic out there that they decided Counterspell was too good for the format, but like Memory Lapse, that Counterspell that costs 1 less blue so you can cast it much easier, that's fine. We'll let that in the format. Come on, guys. Okay. Best common and limited, by the way, in case you didn't know. Got the Trug. Trulong, baby. Agonizing. I want to say Tendrils of Agony. Don't be too mad if I'm wrong. That's a Tendrils of Agony if I've ever seen one. Second Whirlwind Denial. And a Snarl. Okay, last pack wasn't huge, but we just look at this row. This absolute all-star row. Like, I think second or third most expensive card you can open into 3 playable Legacy foil Japanese alt arts. Man, this was worth a pretty penny. This was infinite fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments, besides how wrong I was about half these arts, what's your favorite Japanese alt art of this set? I'd really like to know. There's just so many wonderful ones. And don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.